Hello, Easy Switchgear again, and today we are going to speak about interlocks on your gas insulated switchgear. So what are interlocks, where do we use them, where do you find them, how do you work with them, etc, etc. You will learn all of that in this session, so stick around. So the first thing I want to speak about is door interlocks. So door interlocks is something that prevents the door from opening when your cable is live or your switchgear is in a switched on position. And there is a piece of interlock sitting in the side of the switchgear which will prevent you from lifting it, and it blocks you. It will keep it engaged, and you cannot remove this door until the switchgear is switched off and put into earth mode, and then it will release that interlock. The second interlock is mechanism interlocks, and this is to ensure that there is no faulty operations that happens. So there's an interlock between the circuit breaker, the isolator, and the earth switch. And you will see that you cannot engage the earth switch with the circuit breaker still open. There's an interlock between the two that will just block your handle from going in, and you will not be able to operate anything. Until you have used the correct sequence, you will not be able to do anything else. And then there's also the interlock that you get between different kinds of switchgear. So for instance, you will get an interlock that will prevent you from opening the switch if this switch is still closed, and things like that, which we call electrical interlocks. It can be a mechanical interlock as well, which prevents the two from switching. We also get castle key interlocks and other kind of other brands of interlocks where you physically use a key that you cannot operate one if the key is still in the other one. So this one locks, you take out the key, you put it into the second one, and then you can operate that one. Those are the main kinds of interlock that we use, especially on gas insulated secondary switchgear. And then why are they there? Number one, it is to prevent operator issues. So operator failures, faults that you do, and it will just not allow it. And that makes it much easier. If he does not want to operate, no, you are doing something wrong. And the answer is then never to force it. You can break any interlock in the world. The best thing you can do is when an interlock blocks you is to understand why it's blocking you. Maybe you forgot to put back the door properly, it's not in the right place, it is not earthed yet, all of those kind of things. One of the best things you can do to understand your switchgear is to read the manual. Where does the interlock sit and what are they for? And how do you work around and with them? Also, interlocks can be bypassed. So be very sure when you are switching switchgear that the interlocks are not the be all and end all. It's not the fail safe of fail safes. You must always make sure that as the operator you are fully trained on this equipment and that you can operate it safely, because although there's interlocks, although there's other auxiliary safety systems, you can still make mistakes. So get properly trained and understand your switchgear very well before you do any switching. And of course, maintenance is also very important. We have found in quite a lot of cases when we go and do maintenance for people or help them with a problem that we find there was no maintenance done at all. These are all mechanically moving parts, so they need maintenance. Make sure that you maintain your switchgear once a year at least, and make sure that you get a good company that can help you and keep record of your maintenance sessions so that you can also use that in case of a claim to the insurance. Thank you, Eben from Easy Switchgear.